John Metchie has sat and waited for his opportunity to be the next star wide receiver at Alabama, but his journey to Tuscaloosa is not as simple as you may think. It consists of 4 countries and 2 different states. But who is John Metchie? In the Who Is series, we go through the backstories of up-and-coming collegiate and pro athletes. If there's a player you want to see in future episodes, make sure to leave it in the comments section below. John Metchie III was actually born in Taiwan, a place that is known as the epicenter of food and culture in the Far East. His mother is Taiwanese, while his father is Nigerian. Metchie does not actually remember living in Taiwan, but would go back to visit in high school. Metchie spoke about the trip with the undefeated, telling them, "It was a surreal experience. I had always been a part of the culture, but being there, meeting everyone from my mom's side, it was pretty cool." After his family would move to Ghana, the place Metchie would spend his early years of his childhood. As he grew up into being a toddler, Metchie would learn to run, showing early signs of athletic ability. When Metchie was 6, his family would emigrate to Canada, hoping for better economics and educational opportunities for the family. His 2 brothers and sisters. Metchie's love and passion for football would start in Brampton, Ontario. John credits his brother Royce for fueling his desire to play professional football one day, as sports became a key activity in the Metchie household. It allowed the children to learn and grow as people. Metchie never watched or played the Canadian pastime of hockey, but instead developed a love for the Canadian Football League. His love for the CFL helped him develop strong relationships that he still values today, telling the undefeated, "The relationships I have with my brothers and all my close friends back in Brampton and back home mean everything to me. They are the reason why I am the way I am. They helped me with everything and they continue to be there for me, unconditionally. Those relationships definitely mean a lot to me." Metchie first started his organized football career with the Brampton Bulldogs of the Brampton Minor League Football Association. Through the Bulldogs, Metchie started learning the fundamentals of football and got a taste of playing with a team. The Brampton Bulldogs provided John with a distraction from the challenges his family faced. His family did not have a lot of money, and as a result, opportunities to play competitive sports were scarce since they cost money to play. Living in Canada taught Metchie how to work hard and create opportunities for himself, along with teaching him how to conquer adversity. Going into high school, Metchie decided to create his own opportunity, reaching out to John Roots, the head coach at St. James School in Hagerstown, Maryland. Roots led the effort to bring players across North America, according to the undefeated, and Metchie called, explaining his desire to play at St. James. 2 days later, Roots received a phone call from Metchie's school and spoke with Tyler Grochat, a fellow Canadian from Ottawa. Grochat told Roots that Metchie was a great football player, and Roots decided to let Metchie come play for him. At the age of 14, John Metchie left his family in Brampton to pursue his dream of playing football. The constant moving Metchie experienced throughout his life taught him to be comfortable being uncomfortable. When Metchie got to St. James, he wasn't the loudest or flashiest player. Instead, he focused on being the hardest worker, setting a standard for the program in work ethic. Then, Metchie would face even more adversity when his football career was almost cut short due to taking a big hit to the chest. Metchie experienced persistent pain for days before finally going to see a doctor. The doctor pre-diagnosed him with a heart condition that threatened his career. Metchie did not allow himself to get down, with Roots telling the undefeated, John kept positive, but you could tell he was very, very down. Metchie would go see another specialist and undergo some tests. After the tests, Metchie found out he could still play football. His heart had subtly enlarged, which occurred as it adapted to intense athletic training. Roots spoke on the situation saying, "John understands when you play, you never know when your last play is going to be. That's why John lives every moment. He appreciates and understands how fleeting the game is." During his 4 years at St. James, Metchie recorded more than 1,300 rushing yards, 2,500 receiving yards, and 42 touchdowns. Hi, I want to pause this video for a second to remind you to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. I also want to announce that if we hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of June, I will be doing a giveaway with a few really cool things. To enter, make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at JRO'Brien. I will be checking. Now let's get back to the video. According to 24/7 Sports Composite, John Metchie was a 4-star recruit who was the 6th best player in New Jersey, 40th best wide receiver, and 275th best player in the class. You may be wondering why I just mentioned New Jersey instead of Maryland, and that'll be explained in a minute. Metchie received over 22 different offers from the likes of Alabama, Georgia, Notre Dame, Penn State, and Texas. When Metchie took his visit to Alabama, it was all business. Metchie roomed with future first-round draft pick Jerry Jeudy. Metchie did not care about the extracurricular activities such as parties or nightlife. Instead, Metchie and Jeudy went to Alabama's workout facilities and worked out with Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle. Metchie told The Undefeated, "That was a moment where I wanted to come here instead of any other school because I'd be around like-minded people." When Metchie returned from his visit, he informed Roots of his commitment to Alabama. Alabama then recommended Metchie to do an extra year of prep football before coming to Tuscaloosa. As a result, after graduating from St. James, Metchie packed his bags and moved to Hightstown, New Jersey, and enrolled at the Petty School playing for Chris Malio. During his prep year at Petty, Metchie not only improved as a wide receiver, but as a leader as well. He set an example for younger players in the program while he was at school. Malio spoke on Metchie saying, "John has an incredible culture to his background. That culture developed allowed him to have a unique appreciation for where he was. He was not caught up in the recruiting process. All he focused on was getting better." After his prep year, Metchie finally enrolled at Alabama. Metchie impressed during the 2019 spring game, recording 8 receptions for 104 yards. At the time, Metchie was 5th on the depth chart behind future first-round picks Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs III, Jalen Waddle, and 2020 Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith. Steve Sarkisian spoke highly on Metchie, saying, "He's a huge asset to us. I think he provides a lot of versatility. He is a very smart player, which is key in our system." Going into 2020, Metchie's best game of the season came against Texas A&M when he had 5 receptions for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns. When Jalen Waddle went down with an ankle injury, John Metchie stepped up, replacing the void of the star wide receiver. In the same game, Metchie recorded 7 receptions for 151 yards, and the Crimson Tide's win. He would have 6 receptions for 55 yards and 2 touchdowns against Auburn, and 5 receptions for 72 yards against Arkansas. During the SEC championship game, Metchie delivered a big hit on Gators defender Trey Dean, forcing a fumble. The play earned Metchie the respect of Nick Saban, with Saban telling The Undefeated, "This guy is the epitome of what you look for in a wide receiver. He is tough, he plays hurt, he's physical, he gets open, he makes catches, he makes plays, he never complains." Against Notre Dame in the college football semifinals, Metchie had a 40-yard reception and finished the game with 3 receptions for 53 yards. Going to the national championship game against Ohio State, Metchie had 47 receptions for 835 yards and 6 touchdowns. In Alabama's national championship win, Metchie recorded 8 receptions for 81 yards, bringing his season total to 55 receptions for 916 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a forced fumble. Going into the 2021 football season, it will be John Metchie's time to shine as the #1 wide receiver, and he could be another Alabama wide receiver taken in the first round of the NFL draft. All I know is I am excited to see what he can do this year. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other videos in the Who Is series. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get this channel to 5,000 subscribers by the end of June. And as always, remember to embrace the grind.